Today on Growing Idaho, lots of you are wondering if you have the money, that is, should you rent or should you buy? Well, it really depends on whether you're thinking long-term or short-term. Is it cheaper to rent or buy a place right now? Recently, especially when interest rates were at historic lows, it was actually cheaper to buy a house than to rent something. That's if you could afford the down payment and were going to be living there a while. But that has totally changed, and it's now much cheaper to rent. Take a look at the national numbers from Realtor.com for August. Rent has dropped month after month for more than 2 years straight. Now, the median rent is only ticking down a little, but year-over-year rent plummeted from 2022, and it just keeps dropping. You're probably thinking, well, that's nice for the national averages, but what about around here? And you are right to be skeptical. Around here, rent is not dropping. In Idaho and Boise, Apartment List says rent is going up year over year a little. At the start of October, rent was up by 1% in Idaho and 0.6% in Boise. But as we told you last week, home prices in this area are up as well, and they're rising at a quicker pace than rent. So in the short term, people around here are in the same situation as folks around the nation. Renting is the better financial choice, and really the only choice for many as far as what they can afford. But if you can make it work, buying something is still the way to go long term. Take a look at this chart from Realtor.com looking at buying and renting locally. Average housing costs are in the blue, rental costs are in yellow. It shows after 11 or 12 years, once you pay the significant upfront costs of buying a home, your monthly costs rise more slowly than your rent does. So after a little more than a decade, it's actually cheaper in the long run to buy a home. Also, when you own a home, you're building equity. So when home prices rise, which they continue to do, your home is worth more and more. That is, again, if you can afford the down payment to get into a home. 6:30.